Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Best teammates.
This is not a replay. This is not a recording. This is actually happening thanks to Con and Lena at the Brighton Trophy Centre. Wow. Best teammates. We are here. Andy Martin, how are you?
Excited to be here, everybody.
Rosie Panetta, how are you?
I'm great.
Matt Burgess, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm a bit annoyed that I'm not in Europe with the rest of Australia at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, we'll take a photo to prove this is real.
Wait, I'm not in that photo.
Yeah.
Hey, that's you over my head now.
Oh, that's...
Oh, wrong button. Hold on.
Turn your phone up.
Okay.
What do you mean?
How are we doing this
How do I do it?
while it's rolling?
Oh, I've got to press this button. Hold on.
God,
here we
Grandpa.
go. What? 3, 2, 1.
Okay, great pick.
Oh, look, it's a GIF. Look at Rosie.
Jeez,
Oh,
How do you do that on your phone?
That's horrendous. What a way to start.
Wow, we are back here. So, what's been happening? My gosh.
Con at Brighton Trophy Centre says hi and sends his love to everyone here.
Saw Con
Hi,
a little
Con.
while ago, sent me a picture of him in the bath.
You sent him that?
No, he sent me a picture of him in the bath.
Did you initiate that by sending one of yourself? Because that's usually what happens.
You've done that. You've
Yeah.
definitely sent bath
That
photos
was
to
pretty
us.
much my whole career at Nova.
Yeah.
No,
bath
it
photos
was,
of you.
Have you had a bath photo, Maddie? Because if you haven't,
I think I
I had
had
a
one.
bath FaceTime, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, we've definitely had one collectively in a group text.
That's true.
Yeah, and usually the...
I have not been part of that.
Okay.
You took a screenshot of me sending a video in the bath to you, you did shit.
I did, yeah.
I mean, hi, Rosie.
Yeah.
Rosie and I spent time together.
Missed you.
Yeah. I was just going to say off the back of the whole sending... Yeah, it's old.
No, Rosie made a... Oh, wow,
we
this
thought
is
it was the coffee that
Thank you.
Yeah.
Context. I made you a coffee with
Dirt
a coffee
water.
machine.
water.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Cleaned your coffee machine. Andy.
Anyway,
What were you gonna- sorry.
no,
we
I was going to
interrupted.
say off the back of like sending stuff around, that's usually what bosses do, right? They send inappropriate photos
lot's
to
happened.
people.
A lot's happened.
Heaps.
It's been months.
If you were someone that used to be in a position of authority that triggers Rosie and myself and Andy Martin, but
Why don't
no,
you say my full name?
that no longer
give me the
in that
transcription.
position because you potentially have been removed from that position because of sending a photo that you probably shouldn't have sent. Welcome to Best Teammates.
I love how you're looking at me like it's me you're talking
No,
about.
no.
But it
Joe's
was
just bringing you into the
Equation.
Yeah, the equation, the cultural stories that are floating around the grapevine.
or the lack of cultural.
Yeah, and it wasn't the grapevine; it's truth. So what up?
Yeah.
Alleged.
And it wasn't a grapevine, it was a dick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not as long as the grapevine, but it was still purple.
Well, it's
You have no. I mean, have you ever walked through a grapevine, buddy?
Of dicks, yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Hey, so this is awesome. So there's new surroundings. You've got a big thing that a big light.
Yeah, that's a big ring light, so I can take sick fucking selfies.
Okay.
How
When I
many
do
have you taken
makeup, when I
since
do
you've had
makeup tutorials.
It's a long ass. Like, part of like
Like
an
and subscribe.
LED screen as well. That's the longest.
Thank you,
screen.
screen.
That yeah.
So this is for when I edit episodes of other people's podcasts or our podcast, and also it's used in meetings, Zoom calls,
It's great.
such things as that. Yes.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, so let's go around the table. Maddie, what's been happening, mate? We didn't know whether you'd be back or not, and you're here, and this is great news.
Yeah, Rosie sent me a message last night.
Yeah.
I was at footy training and I thought, who's
you
this?
responded.
This is- well, yeah. I thought it was a player saying he couldn't come to training, but it was actually Rosie. It's
Sorry.
like,
Fuck, you let the team down. She's like, what?
yeah.
It'll be the first time Rosie's let the team down.
How's that coffee going?
Yeah, the pallet's still at my house.
Really?
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah.
You have a full house.
Yeah.
You live in it.
It's a great show.
Oh my God, so good. Throwback. The pallet still exists.
The pallet's still there.
You know what you should do with those? Make a little garden with them.
I'd
have
make
to-
a bar.
I'd have
I
to
reckon.
get creative then. Well, it's only one.
Oh, you can't
only
do much
one,
with
yeah.
that.
So wait,
Okay.
the house has been built though, right? You're
Yeah,
living
we just
in
don't
it.
have a front yard yet.
Okay.
We haven't done our landscaping.
And how are the barnacles going?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing well in football?
We're doing all right.
I had no idea what you meant when you said barnacles.
The Broadview Barnacles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Barneys.
So you guys won the grand final last year and you got promoted to what?
Division 1.
Division 1.
Yeah.
So you play against Port Districts and things
We
like
played Port Districts on the weekend, actually.
that? Okay, so where are you on the ladder at the moment?
We're 6th.
That's pretty good for
pretty
a team
good.
that got promoted because
First
what
year
normally
up.
happens, Rosie, first year up, you expect to get promoted. Then, unless you attract good players, you'll more than likely go back down.
Mate, I've watched Ted Lasso. I know how these things work.
What a show, by the way.
It's okay, yeah.
Didn't like it?
No, I did. I didn't like the ending. I didn't think the
I haven't
ending was
seen
that
it yet.
good. I feel
Still got
like
3 to
it's...
go.
Also, the last season for me was a bit like, what sort of political message do we need to get out every episode now? Okay, so we've ticked off how to deal with coming out of the closet. Now we've had to tick off how to deal with separated parents. Now we have to tick off all this kind of stuff. But just look at... I watched John Wick for the first time on the weekend. I watched all 3 of them. There's 4, I know, but yeah, cool. You guys seen John Wick?
No.
What have
but
you
I
seen?
heard
This John Wick? Yeah.
No, I've seen that
Oh,
20 times
gosh.
too.
With John.
10 minutes in, I'm like, why have I come back?
I've only seen one episode of Ted Lasso because it was the free episode.
Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah. But
So good.
in saying that, because we haven't spoken to each other for a very long time officially on this podcast, and one thing that has changed for me is I enjoy watching sport now.
What?
That is a
Yeah.
lie.
Hang on. No.
No, Matt, don't leave me behind,
I
Andy.
even for Mother's Day bought Mum a KO subscription so then I could watch sports and such.
That is a shitty present.
Andy, what sport have you been watching, mate?
V8 Supercars.
Oh, my God.
No.
What is your
I
mum
was
like
the Premier
watching?
League. Hey?
Does your mum even like
Nah,
watching?
she's a massive sport fan.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a great present then.
Yeah, fuck Louts.
It's a whole new Andy.
Yeah. So what are you into?
Well, because what
Supercars.
happened? No.
Was that true? Was that a
any
joke?
sports that's on, I generally watch now. Like I can actually watch sports and get
Well,
excited.
give us a
if
review.
they're
What did you watch?
fucking some sort of sports. no. I'm going to take you back to when this all first started before the KO subscription. And when I was traveling heaps, I was obviously watching a lot of Amazon Prime, switching to binge, like going through all the apps trying to get some good quality content. And I came across all those behind the scenes shows for in Arsenal and stuff like that. I forget what they're called. And I started watching them, and then I got fully invested. Right. So I was sitting in a pub eating dinner, watching like Fox Sports.
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
I like regional pubs.
yeah, I do too. And there's all
Bit of character in them.
Yeah, I agree.
The people
Great
behind there
shoes.
got some added, like good
They usually have a good
attitudes.
roast.
Owner
Yeah.
worker. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
owner operated generally.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you sort of appreciate their passion for their business.
And what I found is every regional town I went to, there's the same pub name. So you'd always have a railway hotel in every pub. There's
An Astor.
Yeah,
Flinders, usually there's a Flinders.
No, there's no
okay,
Flinders.
maybe that's just northern South Australia. Yeah, probably.
Baby brain.
It's not baby brain.
So you're not doing that anymore, though.
No, I'm back.
And is it good being back?
Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah, I can concentrate on what's going on down here and hang out with you guys a lot more and stuff like that. And it got to the
And
point
your
where
children.
Yeah, well, the whole reason why I stopped doing it is I didn't have to stop doing it. It's just that every Sunday night the girls would be like crying, going, "Daddy, why do you have to go on a plane in the morning?" I'm like, "Because I'm a pilot."
Yeah, good.
And just really, get
Right.
excited about
So they're going
going to school.
School saying, Daddy's a pilot and not Daddy's got a
Career day
14-year-old
comes.
espresso machine. Yeah.
But how good's the coffee? Anyway, no, it's been really good to come back, and I'm doing heaps. So podcasting, I did some talks last week, which I brought you guys up in.
Why are you looking like Stevie Wonder when you're talking to us?
'Cause I'm going through
Your eyes
a
were cold and you were
Shaking
shaking
side
your
to
head.
Got hay fever in that, or
No, it's been watching so much sport. I'm now blind.
So
no? That's not
weird.
sport.
Yeah, no, because I've got a list of shit in my mind of what
I
I'm
know,
doing.
but it's
And-
weird. It's like you were literally closing your eyes, looking at your brain, just reading it.
Well, I've worked with so many blind people that I just feel like that's the way to go.
We did work with a blind guy once who was a radio announcer. He was like had a massive font on the screen. His eyes were like close up to it, and
Yeah.
now I think he's transitioned into a woman.
Yeah.
Can we name this person?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's quite open about it.
Wait, are they? But I don't know
Well,
if they've
yeah,
transitioned.
sorry, they.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if they've transitioned. But it looks like they've transitioned.
Yeah, I don't know if you can call it off that these days. But the font was like 800. The font was like 800. So if you came into the studio after him and also walked in.
Had a drinking problem as well. He drank so much.
It doesn't narrow it down in radio.
Maddie and Con both got that. And then we'll just move on.
I'll get it when I listen back later, do an air check. It's like, mate, this is where you need to change this. This is what I would suggest you change. Be my guy. And what do you think of this?
I only got it because Andy looked at me afterwards.
Guys. No, you would literally walk into the studio and you're like, oh, he's been in here, and you'd have to figure out how to change the font and all that stuff down
you
there.
could see it from space.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Great guy, though. Them. Yeah.
You know, I heard I was in Brisbane on the weekend and I was hosting the pet show. And
you were.
Annual thing.
I was, and it was a nightmare, and it was in a car park. And
What?
I was told though that some people in Brisbane are identifying as cats called furries, and they've like.
No, I've heard about furries in the
furries-
US, and that where they bang each other wearing
Suits, like
costume
mascots.
Yeah,
suits.
there's a kid at this school in Brisbane that identifies as a cat, and they are
kid.
trying to upgrade the disabled bathroom to turn it like into a litter.
They need a new name. They can't be called furries, but also that's not. I mean,
Yeah, and also, hey mate, head off to the disabled part of the toilets because that's yours.
It's very strange.
It's
And, like if someone
well, I think in the US something like this has happened as well, where they've had to install kitty litter in the toilets.
And if
no,
someone
the
goes
kid
up,
identifies as a cat.
I'm just telling you what happens, mate. And if someone goes up
What's
to the
another
person,
name for a cat, guys? Yep. There we go.
if someone goes up to them and they don't like them, they go at them. They literally hiss at them. They do. I promise you, mate. I was saying the
sounds
same thing
made
that you were.
up.
Putting all of that aside, I would like to know how this kid came up with that and decided to make that choice. Like,
Well, how their parents went, okay, cool, let's go along with this.
Yeah.
Well, you're a new parent. How's that going?
I'm not going to let my kid decide she's a cat.
I think whatever he wants to do, he should. How is
Well,
little-
you identify Rosie's kid as a
As a boy.
boy.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do put her in blue, and she doesn't have much hair, and she does look a bit
I've
boyish, but
changed addresses now. So should I go to my old address to get the invite to the baby shower?
yeah, it's coming. You should
Okay.
definitely go visit your old house.
How is it being mum?
It's good. It's now the normal. Although I feel a bit guilty. So you know how they I don't know if your partners at the time joined like the mums group when they had a baby.
No.
Oh, I got that one.
Zing-a-ding-doo.
Well,
Need to look for that one, Andy.
I was going to say
That was straight from the heart. I'm crying.
Oh my gosh. She wasn't really sleeping.
I've said it to you before. I'm kind of, in awe of how she managed to time that. I mean, there's a lot. Anyway.
It's a whole podcast series.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, to fit in the baby duties.
Yeah, okay.
And the mum
Let's get back to your
duties.
story
Okay.
before
Rosie's like, so take us through what happened on the
Take
day.
us through on a deep emotional journey in the next 10
Let's
minutes.
fit that into a schedule because I'm looking at the details. No, so I went to these groups and they were lovely and all the mums were great and the mum and the babies were very cute. But there was like there were like 4 weeks worth and I went to 2 and they were like, okay, we're all going to make a group chat in WhatsApp. Just put your details here and then we'll catch up. I didn't put my details down because I don't want to be part of another group chat, guys, because I'm already letting down the group chat, so
You
I'm already
absolutely
in.
are. Well, this is what I found, that Rosie only communicates via Facebook Messenger, and it, oh my gosh.
Really?
It was...
From all the platforms of choice, that seems a bizarre one.
Great point. Great point.
What do you mean? That's a messenger. That's its whole purpose.
Yeah, but it's associated with Facebook and all the stuff that goes on there as well.
But you don't have to have Facebook to have it. Why is that strange to use Messenger?
Well, it was
Maddie?
strange.
Yeah.
So we were in the lead up to Rosie and I hosted a meet and greet for me, which was a front for a homeless sleep out, which we can get to in a moment. But I was trying to liaise with
like
Christopher and Rosie about
my
the
husband.
organisation of this. Yeah, your hot husband.
Yeah.
About the organisation of this, and I just didn't receive any text messages, any emails, until I opened up my Facebook Messenger, which I don't have notifications on for because I'm not 12 years old. And then I realised their major form of correspondence was through that. And I'm like, hey, guys, I don't use this, no problem. And then, again, just everything's through Facebook Messenger. So it was good. So I'm going to go check my MySpace inbox just to see if they've had any response.
Who was in your top 8 when you finished up with MySpace? Do you remember?
Tom.
Top
I
8
don't
friends.
remember. I think Tom was there. I got an email yesterday which I wanted you guys to actually discuss the meaning of this because I thought it was quite funny. So I'm doing a event in a few weeks' time and they asked me to send a bio through and also a photo. So I sent through this little bio and a photo. This is the response, right? This is from Robin. And the response from Robin was, "Hi, Jared. A big thank you for sending this through. Very impressive and a good-looking dude to boot."
Oh my God.
my
Go on,
God.
Robin.
Oh my God.
I've never met Robin.
You can't say that in a professional email.
That's what I kind of thought.
Good looking dude.
To boot.
To boot.
To boot.
Yes.
What is she, Canadian?
I don't know.
Like, yeah,
But I'm excited about meeting Robin.
Too
Well, hang
big
on.
to boot.
It was a bath pick, wasn't it?
yeah, wrong one.
It was there. What do you think of this?
They're going to put that in the pamphlet. This is the picture of Jared in the bath.
Yeah, that's a good looking boot.
But no, it wasn't bloody. I mean, he mentioned it. We did it at an event, which my husband's on the board of.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good event.
And so we're raising money for I think I did it last year where
So
you
it's rigged.
sleep out. No, you sleep out and you
You
raise
won all the
money.
auction
Yeah.
prices.
Yeah. The whole night he was just, I don't know, signing autographs.
I was the loosest I've ever been as a host that night because I was really
He was
tired.
swearing on the mic in front of a couple of hundred people.
It wasn't too bad. Rosie turned to me and she said, "You look really tired," because it was a long
that to me
night.
today.
Always full of compliments.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking out for you. It's because I care, not because I'm
we haven't
being
said
mean.
we haven't been direct with you about what you look like today.
I
look
put a
lovely.
lot of makeup on,
I know.
guys.
Well, we had this auction at the end of it, which was a charity auction. So they just find everything to auction off. Basically, it's like, "Oh, see that table over there? You can sleep under it." Well, the auction went for about an hour. Rosie's looking at me going, "You are so tired." But leading up to that, I think I was just a bit loose.
Was
And-
it almost like you were nearly drunk? That
Yeah.
looseness that you
That's
had, where you
exactly
just like
where
let
you
go.
were.
But it was enjoyable. We got lots of laughs from the crowd. I had to sign a few autographs, which was ridiculous. And
Port supporters.
Did you bring
some Port supporters,
Did you
some
bring your
Adelaide
own-
United supporters.
bring your own like black and white headshots?
No, I didn't.
So you can
I
sign them
just
and give-
standing on the stage. It was fun. It was a funny night. Rosie made a phallus out of potato and a carrot, and it was like supposed to be a thing for the
Standard.
homeless.
There's a
No.
soccer manager in the UK called Neil Warnock, and he actually carries around photos of himself.
Really?
Yeah. And when kids ask, he does it like as a joke, and then when kids ask him for autographs, he just pulls one out of his pocket, signs it. And
I
gives it
love
to them.
that.
That's hilarious.
You should do that at the Port games and the Adelaide United games.
Why? People don't yell out my name at the Port
They
games.
always do. Always. I spend half my time just watching you talk to people.
I'm just a nice guy.
I would love to see Maddie at a Broadview game, standing there yelling at
Yes.
people on the oval, and then some little kid walks up. "Can I have your autograph?" And you just pull out an A4 like
I
black
would
white
love
photo
that.
of yourself and sign it to him in your back
Might
pocket.
do it on the weekend.
Yeah, do
Can
it.
you please?
Yeah.
How's dad life
great.
for you, Maddie?
Yeah, it's good. I love it. It's
How old is he now?
He's 13 months now.
Yeah.
So
And when do you start saying he's one?
well, he's one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because there's a thing
No,
you
it's-
either say, because some people get up to like, "Oh, he's 22 months."
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
think
he's 133
Yeah,
months.
exactly.
Yeah, I know,
That's
yeah.
it.
I think
That's it. We're
yeah,
trying to say he's 12, mate. Just calm down, all right?
I'm not far off that, I don't think. But
Yeah.
At what stage do you used to annoy me when people go, "Oh, they're almost two." Oh, okay, so they're one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it's good. I'm loving it. One of the interesting things I've found is I do a lot of footy coaching on the side with young kids now and some stuff with the juniors at Broadview. And so I'm seeing a lot of young boys as a collective group. And I'm watching them going, which one do I want Ollie to turn out like?
Yeah, okay. No,
Do you know what I
good call,
mean?
yeah.
Like you go, oh, I don't want him.
funny
I don't-
one, the smart
I don't want him to be
one.
like that. Or,
Yeah.
oh, I don't. Yeah, he'd be good value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you
it's
decided?
interesting. Just a nice, respectful young boy with a little bit of swagger.
That's all you want. You want a nice, respectful kid that is polite and not a shit.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's still to have their own personality and yeah, like I said, a little bit of swagger on them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I shat in the shower.
waffle stop.
That is the best
Yeah.
segue I think I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
so I've been severely unwell, and I had the flu for a week, and then I went to Pirate Life for a drink, and I came home
spread it.
and I woke up. And no, I thought I was better. I woke up and I vomited everywhere, and then I was on the toilet. And then the next day, you know, sometimes when you've got gastro, every fart's dangerous.
Yeah.
So I was in the shower, and I'm like, I need to pass wind, and obviously I passed liquid, and I felt and saw it going down my leg, and I thought, oh well, I'm here now anyway, so I just finished it off.
If there's ever a time to do it, it's in the shower.
I just finished
and also
it off,
take
yeah.
a dump.
Yeah, that was the issue using the loofah though. But I did. So yeah, I've been real sick. So I appreciate you all checking in.
Poor loofah. Imagine your loofah gets up in the morning. like, geez, today's going to be a good day.
Or today's going to be a shit
Going to
day.
Browntown today.
yeah.
But I'm better now.
Side note, I did talk last week and caught up with
Tell them what it was called.
Ryan from Little Bang Brewery, and he's a massive fan of the show.
Oh, yeah?
I love
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
Bang.
Well, that's nice.
It's a cool
And
little
also
spot.
the beer.
Where is it?
It's in.
Give it a plug, Andor.
Isn't it in Stepney?
Stepney, yeah.
So
Stepney.
do we not talk to Shifty Lizard anymore?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Love them.
they're all associated with each other.
Yeah,
They're all
okay.
supportive.
Yeah.
They're all against the big man, the big corporate doing their thing with their water beers.
Water beers.
Yeah, I'm just making that up.
I had a non-alcoholic beer for the first time the other day too. I wanted a weekend
here.
without. Oh, I go, Jesus, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, what
So
did
you
you
drank
think?
it for the taste.
Yeah, I drank a lot of them.
I wanted to have a weekend off having beer, and I was outside cooking a barbecue. I'm like, I'm just going to try this. It was good.
I had a lot, not a lot, but I had them when I was pregnant.
No,
They
you had,
always-
you had alcohol.
No, I had a lot of non-alcoholic beers, but I always felt.
You also had meth.
Always felt. That's why my baby sleeps really well. Would be the opposite, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
it would.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I always felt really wrong when you're in a pub drinking a non-alcoholic beer, and people would look at you and be like,
There's some pubs in
That
Melbourne now
pregnant
which are
lady's drinking.
specifically for non-alcoholics, so non-alcoholic venues, and they're packed. And let me ask you this, because you'll like the answer to this. What's the target demo for non-alcoholic drinks? Which demographic are the biggest consumers of non-alcoholic drinks?
Underages?
Nope.
good answer. I'd say women in their 30s.
Nope.
You know what? I'm thinking maybe even men over 50.
Men and women between the ages of 20 and 35 are your biggest consumers of non-alcoholic drinks.
I was a smidge
Is
right.
it-
Is
Is
that
that-
because there's more of them?
I don't know.
Is
But
it a
I
new
think
culture, generational thing, mate?
well, there's a bit of placebo attached to it. But also I realised, I did this whole learning about it. There's alcohol in orange juice.
Is
Okay.
there?
Did you know there's alcohol in soy sauce? So if you drank like 50 bottles of soy sauce, you'd be drunk.
Ugh. And also
give
you'd
it a
have a
go.
real salt issue.
Correct.
Yeah, but I think the theory is drinking isn't as fashionable, for lack of a better word. They do, like young
Health
people
and
aren't
well-being.
drink-
A
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah,
more
it's
in
it.
the focus.
I see the young ones on TikTok always talking about getting a bag for the weekend.
Well, yeah, I was like, they're not drinking, but they're like probably
What do you
doing
mean, like supermarket
better
bag?
drugs than
I'm
anyone
assuming,
else.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
surely like there's some alcohols that you don't drink for the taste. Like just have a
a great point.
Just have a Coke Zero.
So I don't normally drink beer for the taste. I'll drink red wine for the taste. Beer, if I want to smash a few just to feel a bit tipsy. Yep.
I think I like taste
I-
of beer. I like taste of beer.
I do it in business meetings. It takes the edge off it.
beer.
When I have the business meetings at a pub.
Beer-
Fuck. Yeah,
beer-
that sounded really bad, didn't it? Through the conference room, just
just-
swigging some vodka. Yeah, man, what's up? Let's chill out and do some business.
So what are we going to do? Because we got to wrap up. But what are we going to do? Are we going to do this once a fortnight, once a week? Or what are we doing?
So basically, the indication from Spotify is that no podcast is going to do any good unless it's coming out weekly.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very
So
well.
we're bound by Spotify.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And Andy's wearing proper shoes and slacks today.
Because I
so
have
we
to
have
go
to
to me.
listen to
Tell-
him.
Run
Job
us through.
interview
Run
or
us through.
something.
No,
Andy's,
well,
Andy
look.
just had a wardrobe malfunction before we got here, and he's MacGyvered.
He has
himself.
stapled his shoe together.
Fucking hell,
There-
Andy.
there's new merch.
Look at this.
A little
Yeah.
baby
It's a
onesie.
baby thing. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
And you've taken our faces off the merch. Good choice.
No, let's do our faces
Okay,
on the merch.
right. No, well, probably
Yeah,
makes sense.
I like
mean,
it.
Who
What
wants
the
to wear
fuck?
our
What is
faces?
that? A laptop sleeve? A COVID mask? Probably don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of Lena's back.
Yeah,
All right.
well, we like it. Okay, so we'll be back
apparently
next week.
Spotify said next week. All right, done.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, Matt, I'll send you this photo to chuck on the Instagram. I've put it on the Twitter.
Is it one of you in the bath?
No, but why
Sure,
do you,
coffee.
why do you
I was just coming full circle. It just
legitimately,
felt- it just
we
felt
get
right.
back here and you just hit on me straight away, Rosie. I was fine. My co-host before you came back to Port Adelaide didn't hit on me.
What was his name?
I think that's because
Why?
multiple reasons.
Was that?
Why?
I'm pretty sure she has a wife.
Whoa, I wouldn't have said that. That's a pretty massive accusation.
I'm pretty sure I saw them travelling together.
Whoa.
Oh, what? No. Oh, is
Who
this
was
thing
it?
wrapping up? Where's the wrap
is
up?
now
music?
triggering
Who was
Andy.
it? Who was it?
Yeah, to Thailand back in 2009.
Okay. Now I'm thinking you might need to beep that out.
I like the end of this. And don't forget, haberdashery is on sale for $19 here at Best and Less. It's been great. Thanks,
Guys.
Con and Lena. We're back. See you guys.
Bye. Bye.
Rosie.
Thanks for
Bye.
listening, mates. Follow us on socials and make sure you subscribe.